Hi there, thank you for watching. I'd like to demonstrate TrafficShield-WPMC Edition. Now this edition we've coded especially for WordPress Master Control version 2 Pro, and what we've done is any sites that you add in WordPress Master Control version 2 Pro and turn the Traffic Shield export option on. When you press Save Sites, it will export them to Traffic Shield, ready for you to import and use. So it's as simple as we did that in the last video on the WordPress Master Control version 2 Pro video on the YouTube channel. So what we'll do is we'll press Import Sites, and it was just one test site that we was playing with. So I'll click that, and that should import it now in a second or two. So there you can see the site has imported. All we do now is we type in our email and our password for the Cloudflare account we want to use or we want to create. Now, before I go too much into this, for those of you that don't know what Traffic Shield is or what Traffic Shield does, let me give you a quick heads up. Traffic Shield is created to automate and to make things a little bit faster and easier, and it automates and uses the Cloudflare API. Now, we're not affiliated with Cloudflare or associated with them. We just use our software to use their API. But if you don't know about Cloudflare, it's basically an excellent company. It's an excellent service. They have free and paid tiers. And basically, it's a CDN network. Now, a CDN network means once your site's on Cloudflare, your site will get delivered worldwide faster. So your web pages will be delivered to your user faster. And we all know that that means better rankings. So that's one advantage. Another great advantage is the security of Cloudflare. Cloudflare will stop a lot of bad traffic before it even hits your server. It stops it. It's not like a normal firewall that filters the packets and decides which are good and which are bad. This one actually filters it before it gets to your server. So in essence, what it's doing, it's lowering your CPU overheads, it's definitely lowering your bandwidth, and it's stopping a lot of the trouble before it even hits the server. So Cloudflare will reroute that bad traffic and get rid of it for you. So if you don't know about Cloudflare, it's an excellent service, and it really will help your security. You can put any type of website on it. It can be WordPress, it can be normal HTML, and like I said, they've got free and paid options. Now this will create a free account, or if you've got a paid account, you put your details in, or an existing account, you put your details in, your email, Cloudflare email, and your Cloudflare password, and it will actually add the sites here to that account. So you can use it both on new and on existing, and you can use it on their free tier, and you can use it on their paid tier. Anyway, I will just let me give you a quick demonstration. I'll set up an account now on Cloudflare for you, and walk you through it and show you how it goes. Okay, so I've just grabbed a domain and I've entered the email for the account that we want to create, and I've also entered the password for the account that we want to create. So what I'll do now is I'll press Create Accounts, and then Traffic Shield will go and do its thing. I'll pause the video in a second. You get status messages along the bottom, so it tells you what it's doing. You'll also get a progress bar appear here, so you'll see how far it is when it's making it. It's not mega fast. We have to wait for things like DNS to be checked and things like that, but it's a hell of a lot faster than doing it by hand. You save lots and lots of time, and the main thing is it's set up correct. So I'll just pause the video and then I'll unpause it in a minute when it's finished. So as you can see, it's setting up nicely. I've paused it a few times as it's gone along to make it a little bit quicker for you. But when you actually see how many settings it's actually changing and setting up for you, it saves a lot of time doing it manually. And there you go, it's complete. Okay, so that's complete now. So what I'll do is I will move that out of the way. And your name servers and everything, passwords and account details, will be saved to your account log, so you'll know where to set the name servers, because that'd be the next step in your registrar. You'd take the name servers that TrafficShields give you, which are your Cloudflare name servers, and then you'd change that in your registrar, and then your site will be pointing to Cloudflare. Don't forget, sometimes DNS can take up to 48 hours to resolve once you've done that move. Depends on your registrar. If you get stuck with the name server bit, then we've got documents on the site on how to do it. If you get stuck past that, then I suggest please put a ticket in at your domain registrar, and they'll be only too happy to help. So what I'll do now is if I go to Cloudflare, just to make sure this account's created, and then if I copy that out of there, I should be able to log in. Paste that. Paste that. Click login. So as you can see, it's made the Cloudflare account. There's our domain. So the domain is the same as the one, as the one we've got in TrafficShield. So as you can see, it's done its job. Now, the reason it says status pending is here's the name servers, right? So these name servers will also be in your TrafficShield log. So you don't have to log into Cloudflare to check what they are, but you can do if you want to. You know, you might want to refine it further than what the software does. You're obviously quite entitled to do that too. It's your Cloudflare account. So what you'd do now, the next step would be you'd get these name servers and you'd copy them, and them are the ones that you want to change in your registrar. You set them to custom DNS and then enter these name servers. Okay, so just to give you a little look at some of the settings in Cloudflare, so you can see what you're saving having to do. So you've got your DNS, so it sets up all your, it reads all your records in, sets your IPs up and that. And then you've got loads more settings there. It's a very comprehensive Cloudflare, but it's an excellent service. And then you've got your different security levels and challenge passage. And then you've got all your IPs that you've blocked. So if we go back to, TrafficShield, and if I go to ban IP options, then you can see here's the IPs that we banned. So there's the banned IPs. And if we look at the countries, oh yeah, so I ticked on easy mode. So that'll block Russia, China, Ukraine. So if I go and look further down, there's China, Russia, and Ukraine, and they're on JavaScript challenges, so it'll essentially give them capture, anybody from that country. So it lets the good people through too. And then you've got all your speed settings. Now, we deliberately set these off. You can set these on. Some websites have trouble when these are on, so what we've done, we've set them off. If you want to come in and change it after, then by all means, you can change these settings yourself after in Cloudflare. So as you can see, it's quite comprehensive what you'd have to do if you did it all manually. So TrafficShield saves quite a lot of time when setting up an account using the Cloudflare service. As we said before, we're not affiliated or associated with Cloudflare, but we do like their service, and we just use their API for our software. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to contact myself or Chris, or put a support ticket in at www.client-area.biz. Thanks for watching.